The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback. The second overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. A man coming off a great rookie year. It's Dameon Pierce. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Come on. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This 2nd and 4. Check. Ready. Stroud working out of the gun. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. This defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was spot free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Stroud. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. A shotgun snap to Stroud. His throw incomplete. You look at this Colt defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Colts take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Well, so much for the opening drive being capped off by a field goal, CD. It's capped off by a touchdown after all, except I don't think in the manner that we were expecting.
No doubt about that, because you sent me a note earlier in the week saying you thought special...
Here we go, shot!
Stroud on 3rd down now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And
rush comes and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. So they get there, they get the block. That can turn out to be a big play.
Everyone's looking for a difference maker. Everyone's looking for an edge. If you get a blocked punt in special teams, that could be the huge difference that you're looking for.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, It's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. On first down, here's Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. You look at this Colt defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
So now the Colts backed up to start their initial drive. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener, 5 touchdown passes. Now look, you always want to start strong, but I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he sheds himself free. He's still on his feet. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for White on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Colts are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
There he goes, right side. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening week,
got it. Ready? Bring it. Check. Bronco switch. Bronco check.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Unlock line. Hey. Reload.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Another carry for Pierce. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Shifts free at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On the give, this is Sayers. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Made by Christian Kirksey. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Blanketed coverage by... Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now he'll escape to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 3rd down and 6. He'll drop to throw. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Texans on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And he returns this to the 22. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. Sheds him off at the 45. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gray. Dances by him. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Texans 3.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Houston set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Stroud looking to throw. He's got his man. That's Dell. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Bronco switch, Bronco check, Panthers, no, ready.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's to the veteran, it's Robert Woods. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
And Stroud now to throw. Open man is Noah Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here goes Stroud again. And it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Stroud. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Colts.
Here's a give now to Sayers. No gain on the play there, second down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his man. It's White. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. That one goes for 24 yards. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. Now 2nd and 9. They'll let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. That's some strong running. Continuing to fight for more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Finds his target. It's Bellamy. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. In motion left, White. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here and 2 weeks into the season.
Hey, reload, alert, alert.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 15.
Now Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Stroud working out of the gun. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
Roll, smash,
Back to the ground with Pierce. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Touchdown, Texans! Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
38, Texans 13.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And quickly they get to the line. They'll try a toss here with Sayers. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 34 yards.
And the Colts are pouring it on.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Moss. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Fires quickly to White.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little game.
Offense.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll look to throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. What a spin.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Colts are on their way to a 2-0.
19 tight. 19 tight.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts continue to pour it on here.
Here we go, Shaq. Dragon 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. Now this is fielded in the end zone.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we were watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast because...
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts just can...
Ready.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Stroud to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Colts pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They get it to Sayers on the screen.
Still going. They can't stop him. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Sayers. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete.